Seattle Sonar starting it off again. Shut Orlando right out last week. Or last game. See if they can't do it the same. I had a drink or like half a bottle. 3/5. Oh, I'm just bro. Gentlemen, gonna end the first game here. I can't do this. I don't know why. Yeah, it was a little boring last game. Why can't I hear stream? A shot and goal here. Bring back the other way. Let's go back to. That's an on. Keeping it simple, pretty calm on the early phase of this game. Turn it down, firing it on net, keeping it civil right now. From the point, nails it, intercepted and blocked by Lockheed defenders. Oh, Prince Jagger trips him down. Not ideal at all. I don't know. I can't hear this. Can't hear the stream. Let's see. Figure it out. Okay. So the power play here, Seattle brings it into the opposing zone. Brings it for the breakout. 1-on-1. Passes it again. Brings it to the point. Intercepted it and dumped away by Seattle defender. Sending the penalty to expire. Not really sure why he did that. Big shot from the point, blocked by defender on Milwaukee. Rushing down. Back to the point, missed pass. From the point, big slap shot. Turned aside by Will Birch. Send it back through the middle. Sauces it off to no one. 5-on-1 right now. Just brings it into the zone. Just trying to get something done. Getting a line change, keeping effective. Brown brings it in. Finds his man out front. Good shot. 2-on-1 here. 1-on-1. Finds his edge. Does not get by. Not a deal at all. Dumps it into the zone here. That's fucking Stromberg. Bringing it out. Net in front of the net. Trying to carry it through. Dumps it in behind. Bring it to the neutral zone now. Seattle. Finds his man out front. 2 shots. Very good high percentage shots. That's very smart from Milwaukee defenders, fellas. Exiting now, Seattle, 2-on-1, does not find his man on the pass. Looking for the pass out front, McBride makes a save. What is offense? Well, you might have made it worse. Milwaukee bringing the zone with 7 seconds to play. Seattle turns it over, 4, 3, 2, 1, gets one last shot off. We get to 8-4 going into the first intermission here. Very uneventful. Fucking Seattle leading with 0.85 goals expected. But none of them are very good. None of them are very good. We're going to come in here. McBride having the a good game to start here. Other than that, pretty uneventful. We're going to bring it in for the second period. Draw is here. Milwaukee instantly dumps. Little hesitation there, leads to a turnover. Good shot on goal to start the period. LaCroix bringing it down the middle. 2 defenders there. Brings it outside. Low percentage shot. Easily saved by McBride. Bring back to the face-off for the frozen puck. Big shot right away by Seattle. McBride turns it away again. The face-off in the offensive zone for Seattle. Won by Milwaukee. Turns in the counterattack. Fires a shot up onto his glove side. Easily turned away by Birch. Here's a breakaway. Coming in. Easily saved. Actually, not easily saved. That was fucking nailed off the post. Very good opportunity for the Seattle attacker. And that's a goal. Ernest Lundell puts Milwaukee up 1. More offense in this first minute of the second period than all of the last fucking period. Not ideal at all by that standard. Beautiful shot right over the top fucking, right in the top corner. Over the glove. Seattle wins the tie-up, puts it on net, brings it back around, finds the man up front. Another good shot from Seattle. They're telling Milwaukee they don't want to be left behind here. Brings it right up front of the goalie. Milwaukee is unable to score there. 3 or 4 shots in consecutive. Dealt with by McBride. Caught on the boards now. Passes it in. Jagger. And King in the middle. Stromberg turns it over, though. Puts it on net. He's turned away by Birch. Big opportunity for the Seattle attacker. Waffles it on the net. Pretty easy save. And another turned away by Birch. A little bit harder for him that time. Bergqvist bringing it down to Will Birch. Gives him a little tap. Makes the save quite easily. I haven't saying easily too much about this. In the middle here, put waffles it on the net. Good high opportunity shot. Ekstrom down in the corner. Third line out now. Waffles it on the net. Seattle bringing it down through the middle. It finds Ekstrom standing still. Rushes it down. Pretty stale after that. Little rush. Good shot there by the Milwaukee or Seattle attacker. Not too easily turned away by McBride. Seattle regrouping. Waffles in from the blue line. Not too much to be done there. Speedway coming off the great game. Finds Johnson in the middle. Turned away by McBride. Beautiful save. Low blocker or pad shot. Turned away by Birch. Finds his man out front. Another great save by Will Birch. Keeping Seattle in this one, in all honesty. A lot of great shots coming out from the Milwaukee zone right now. A lot of work is to be done for Will Birch. All 3 attackers coming down. Fucking nails it over the crossbar. Useless shot. Waste of an opportunity. King turns it around. Oh! McBride over his glove. Very similar to the Seattle goal earlier. Right, the Milwaukee goal earlier. Gives it up with 2 seconds left in the period. Milwaukee will be kicking themselves after that. Waffles in to end the period. A little bit more eventful that one, but honestly about the same. 2 goals done, tied game going into the third period. 50-50 on possession. Seattle has a lot more expected goals, though, which I honestly disagree with. The Milwaukee shots have been a little bit better and more on target. But other than that, it's been a pretty equal contest, 1-1. Very fluid attack from both sides. Oh, right off the draw, Milwaukee puts it over Birch's glove. 2-1. Got a good talking to from Matthews in the fucking locker room. Not too much to be done after that. Lundell, second goal of the night. Be a shame for Seattle if they lost this one after putting down the Best team in the league. But, you know, anything can always happen. Finds his man going the other way. Honestly messes up the whole flow of the attack. Finds a good shot anyway. Will Birch turns it aside. Brings it down to the left side. Finds his man out front. Beautiful shot from the point. Bring behind the net again. Another great shot from right out front of fucking the net. Ovechkin's fucking kitchen. Called that for a reason, guy. Sent down the other side. Seattle regrouping. Finds his man in the middle. He's alone. One-on-one. Gets out a shot after 2 hits. Delayed penalty. Finds his man out front. Yuri Kasputin for boarding. That's a stupid penalty take. So we've got a Seattle power play here. Fritz Jaeger is down. 5-on-3 for about 30 seconds here. Let's see if Seattle can't get something done. Hit out front, shot on goal. Another shot on goal, collecting the puck, finds his man in the middle of the net. Peppering McBride at this point. 10 shots since the start of this period. Milwaukee does well to clear the zone. Speedwagon coming back. Oh! Speedwagon 2-on-2. 2-2 now. Right over the blocker. From the other end. Bosch is his first guy. Makes his move to the left. Nails it over McBride's blocker. Terrible one to give up, but McBride can't be that mad at himself, considering his boys just went down 3-on-5. Kind of embarrassing from them. Passing the puck around net, McBride makes 2 solid stops. It's terrible defense from Milwaukee there, you can't even lie. Seattle coming back the other way, finds his man out front. Instantly fucking boshed by this Milwaukee defender. Finds his man out front. Will Birch makes a save. Passes to his man out front. Is denied. Puts Johnston. Tries to put over his blocker, which McBride has shown he's weak on apparently. Makes his hit on the blue line. Turned over to Seattle. Delay penalty. Magma Hendricks. Seattle's on the power play again, fellas. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I wanna be a rap. Just my thoughts, so no bias. Coming down the outside, Milwaukee defender wasting a good amount of time on this power play. Waffles a terrible pass to Seattle defender. Oh, Romeo Speedwagon. That's 3. That's 3. Just a terrible pass to Hartman. Nails it across Speedwagon. Beats blocker side again. Wow. Looking so promising for the Milwaukee ball at the start of this game, but Seattle has just shown why they're a better team at this point. 33-18 on the shots. Don't even know what's going on here. But you know, with hockey, it's never too late. Another terrible pass to the middle. King in alone makes his move. Saved by McBride. Waffles one on net. Puck loose out front. Lundahl has a lane. Makes no move. Passes back out. Lundahl dumps it in the corner essentially. Dustin Brown from the other way. Waffles it to McBride. Good defense there. 2-1. The fellas are getting lambasted in the locker room right after that. That was terrible to lose. Coach Matthews can't be very happy about that one. Disaster class. Lundahl going in, screaming at the fellas. I did my part. I did my part. Where were you? That's what he's doing right now. The fellas are going to have to look at him and they're going to be like, wow. Wow, I really just let myself get butt fucked by the Seattle game. Not cool at all. Not cool. Pretty even contest until it's like the last 2 minutes of the game. Seattle shows that, fuck, maybe the superstars are better. 2-3 on the power play today. Crazy in a league where the power play does not work very well. So, lots to consider here for Milwaukee.
I mean, just not a great game for Milwaukee. I mean, Malcolm McBride gave his best effort in that one, but all 3 of his teammates screened him on a 5-on-3, and they cannot get enough shots. Just a disaster for this Milwaukee team. It just has to be said.
Just an absolute disaster class.
All right. Anyways, next up is... props to Milwaukee for at least keeping it close. Many teams they were closer than Orlando was to winning. So there's that. All right.
Honestly, yeah, I can't like Milwaukee. It was a good effort.
Yeah.
Seattle just kind of put it out at the end and just like fuck.
Oh god, we got the.
Can you be mad when their best player scores 2 goals and with pretty tricky shots? No, I don't think you can.
We got the freaking Haram Brawl next, bro. Oh my god. We're gonna be like 5 fights in this game.
We've got the Jokers and Bombers here now. Well, I'm going to have to go with the same kind of prediction. I think the Bombers should definitely win this one. Top of the Canadian right now. But, Carabina really showed why they're a team worth respecting last game. So, I'll have to take that into account going into this one. Here we are in Carabina, Czech Republic. First Haram puck. Notably not a very Muslim area, but they seem to adopt that lifestyle very well. Toronto wins the opening draw. Finds a shot on net. Boshed out front, Buddy Tkachuk. Not ideal at all. True breakaway to bring it right back. Jaden Vanilla keeps it solid and shot. Toronto winning another draw here. Ryan Grunt, I think that is. Goal, Buddy Tkachuk. Revenge for getting boshed out front of the net. Puts it right over. I don't know who their goalie's name is, but Buddy Tkachuk. Puts them out to an early lead. Is this going to be a pattern? No, I don't know if it will be because it's been pretty consistent that the first one to score is never really the one to win in these past few games, are we? Rocket Schultz wins the draw. Pass it back. Ooh, here's a fight. Who is that? Buddy Tkachuk versus Mata. Going for the Gordie Howe hat trick. Kind of getting boshed, tied up a little bit. Ooh, silly Mata versus Buddy Tkachuk. Comes out on top. Brings it to the draw. Toronto's early goal scorer put away. Good, a couple of shots there by Orzi. Not ideal at all. Turns it around for the breakaway, coming down to the right side. What's his name? Gets back to defend it well. Another shot, just peppering the Carabina goalie. Not doing too good today in that sense. Carabina was meant to be like a defensive team, but You know, they're not seem too defensive. They're just kind of getting washed on defense. It's kind of ugly for them. Carabina wins the draw, finds his man, the winger on the side, coming down the left side, peppers it on net. Great save by Jaden Vanilla to make this pop his first shot of the night. Poke checked away by the back check. Good to see that. Love forwards who do back check. Delayed penalty out behind the net. It's Judas Rice for boarding. Another brutal one to see it. The second one we've seen tonight, but you know, the ref is saying that you can't really argue with Toronto on the review either, so can't be too upset if you're the Carabina coach. Peppers another one on net. Jaden Vanilla turns it aside. One more, Jaden Vanilla. Shots are all even now. Woo! That's bone crusher if I've ever seen it in this game. Holy shit. Shocked he didn't get injured on that one. Finds his lane, waffles it from the blue line. Wastes an opportunity there. Penalty expires. Does a little farm shot. I think those 3 on 2 shots on 3 rebounds. So, Jaden Vanilla does a good job turning it all away. One back in the corner by the Toronto defender. Turning it out, breakaway. Not a breakaway. Broken away from the defender, maybe? Yes. Jaden Vanilla makes it on the save. Brings it out to that right corner. Seems to love dumping the puck there. Maybe Carabina has to start looking at leaving a man there when they get an offensive opportunity. 3-on-1 here. Big chance. Jaden Vanilla shuts them down with the glove. It's been a completely different story from the first 30 seconds of this game to now. Carabina seems to be dominating. Toronto only getting 2 shots since their goal. Puck floating on the Toronto blue line. Shot at Manila. Turned into the left corner. Big hit in the corner. Turned over. Finds his lane on the left. Waffles it in at the goalie. Not too much to be done there. Another waffle at the goalie. Third. Pretty easy saves for the Carabina goalie. Once at the end of the period, Toronto leads into the first intermission. Yeah, it's been an offensive game for 2 defensive systems. You gotta add a button to, what's it called? Skip this intermission thing, eh, Willa? Turned over. Right off the draw. Buddy Chuck and fucking Winthrop, I think his name is. Drop the gloves. These might be around 2. Tied up in the middle. Bow. 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 Woo! Buddy Chuck, second on the night. Maybe that's not what his team wants, though, because they need him to actually play hockey to win the game, but, teach their own. Wise man on the other side. No. Oh, Hasek. 2 incredible saves. Has a great opportunity to do something there. Waffles it onto the pad. Not a great shot by the Toronto attacker. Picked up on the right side. Waffles it to the other side. Carabina turns it over. Will be kicking himself for the score here. Turned away by Jaden Vanilla. Good looks for him. Pumps it into the zone. I don't know if it's Jaden Vanilla. I keep saying Jaden Vanilla, but it could just not be Jaden. Oh, finds a lane down the middle. See if he'll do anything here. Pops it on net. Another one on net. Puck floating around there. Toronto kicking themselves. I didn't get someone in to collect the garbage there to score, but you know, they can't be perfect all the time. Very offensive game so far. Passing through the neutral zone, dumps it in, hopefully going for the line change. Doesn't seem so. They just kind of waste an opportunity. Rifles it from the blue line. Turned away by Hasek. Does it again. Making some plays out of the zone. The winger is not fast enough to catch up to that puck. Hopefully get an opportunity. Rifles it into the post. Ugly, ugly save, but it gets done. Can't be too mad about that. Turn it down on the right side. Turns the wheels on Erickson. Makes a quick little hit here. Behind the net. Woo! Ernest Bronco, big shot from the blue line, big turnover. Gonna waste a little chance here to instead of the pass, but you know, rifles it. I think that hit his head. Usually there's a whistle for that, but I don't know. Rifles into the post. Really getting bailed out by two post shots there, but you know, that's whatever works. Garavina has a man. Nystrom makes a move. Posted it again. Is that the first start of the game, fellas? I think that might have to be because, wow, that is ridiculous. Ooh, almost very good threaded. Buddy Chuck goes for round 3. Holy shit. Trading punches here. Fuck. Carey Hood goes down. Buddy Chuck wins that. Like he gets on the ice and he immediately goes out. Gonna catch an assault charge, man. The only goal of the night, too, is Buddy Chuck. Despite the offensive, very offensive period, Buddy Chuck has won in 3 fights. He's going down in the stat books. That's fucking ridiculous, eh? Very, 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 very dead equal game. The only difference is Buddy Chuck. Take him out of the game, I think these teams would stay permanently drawn, and he has been pretty much out of the game the entire time. I don't think you should add that, Willow. Put another one on that. Peppering Hasek. No, peppering Vanilla. Hasek makes an easy stop out front. Coming down to the opposing zone. Then Miller gets his stop again. Horsey finds his lane, waffles it on net. Not too bad. Stuck on the side of the fucking ice. Rifles in, another one. 1, 2. Can we get a third? No. Caravina has a chance tied up late, early in third. Pops it off the post. Jamie Miller covers it. 4 feet. Yeah, I think the goalies might have turned out a little bit too good here. Rattles that one on net. Turned away by Hash. Tries to break out through the middle. Very strange. Another one on Vanilla. Judas right. Boarding. That's the second of the game. I think that's a red card. 2 and you're out. But on 1 game suspension even. Oh, Caravina ties it. Wow. That's tied. Seconds left in the third period. Looking like they're going to go overtime if hands keep up here. Eaters, big chance, waffle it into fucking Hassick's face. Doesn't even worry about it. But he's Chuck really getting all these penalties now. I think he could have gotten 3 or 4 if he just played, Judas right, despite all his boarding calls, still on the ice. Not fucking right from the refs. Dumps it in. 20 seconds left. Caravina mounting a attack to extreme throws. I can't see shit. And the net. Kind of wasting time here from Caravina. Gives Vanilla something to think about, but nothing too hard to turn over. 2, 1. Here we go now, fellas. Kill each other. For the first OT, here we go. Toronto likes to go down and score on the first shot in these games, from my experience, but never able to do here. Coming down, quick shot. Turns to the side. Catches the man standing still. Turned over in the neutral zone. Toronto with a chance here. Knocked over by the Carabiner defender. Pass it, covering the puck. You bring it to a face-off. Face-off of Doom. Finds it. Quick shot. Hasek phases through the post. I didn't know that fucking happened. That almost did go in here. Another one. Big shot. Or a big stop by Hasek. Two little soft taps at the goalie for some reason. Woo! Carlson's on a breakaway. Makes a move. Easily stopped by the goalie. I think you might have nerfed them a little bit too hard on breakaways. Shot on goal for Toronto. It's close. Jam Vanilla loves the post in this fucking game. It's not ridiculous. Shot off, Hasek. 1 minute left in the first OT period. Usually can't score here before the second OT. Pops it on Hasek again. One more. Silly Mata. Flashing. Never get that one. That's late in. to OT. Big shot from the point, turned away by Hasek. Coming down the right side. And the net, launching a little attack here. Rifles it from the point. Hasek makes another stop. Good on him. Good on him. Finds his man across. Good shot. Oh, the Toronto attack there. Finds his man out front again. Seems like they're bad for me. Penalty expires. Toronto finds a route. Waffles it on. Attacker's not passing. Fair side. Do it again. Beautiful interception. Lots of space. Just makes the wrong move. That's OT1. 41 to 45 shots. Wow. Another breakaway. See if he can't do something this time. Makes the move. Oh! Brutus knock. Steals the game. Oh, 47th shot game. Makes a simple move. Shows all of the offensemen how to do it. Hasek just looks like he's tired at that point. That's game. Man of the match. 40 saves on 41 shots. Jada Vanilla. Holy shit. Honorable mention to, what's his name? Buddy Chuck puts up 3 fights tonight. Spent more time in the box than on the ice, but it's pretty gross anyway. Another game here. We're going to the next one. Not sure who it is, to be honest. Let me check. Game day 10. Caribou versus Witches. Ooh. Fucking order changed here. Go to the bathroom here. You, my music. Either way. Oh, we're not safe at all. Fuck. Like clockwork, I walk back in the room and they start getting shots off. Not cool, bro. Lazarus down the right side. Yo, this is so laggy. I don't know what's going on. It's bad omens the minute I walk back in. Your search. Working pretty well. Yeah. Poke check by the goalie from behind the net. That was strange. Oh, I'm genuinely just bad omens for this team. Why did Michigan just fucking lock in the second I sat back down here? Maybe they got mad, like, oh shit, their GM's taking a fucking poo while this is happening? Like, fuck me. Randall Glass was to go, shot on goal. Pumps it down to the right side. Puts one on that. 2 shots. Quick for Montreal. Turned over by the Cruisers defender. On the right side. Anderson makes a save. Back up to the Michigan zone. Waffles it on net here. Back to the right side. Michigan's loving it. Their green pants low-key look nice. They kind of look like the North Bay Battalion. Huge opportunity here for the Monarchs. Glass is shut down. Bring it back to the right side. Fucking terrible pass by the Montreal defender. I don't know who it was. Did not catch the name. Good opportunity for... Who is that? Austin. Oh, yeah. Puck Austin. X-hand brought down. From the point. What is that? Oh, Lundqvist has an opportunity here. Looks quite tired. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do much with it. Loses the puck, dumps it in the corner, finds his man out front. That's just sick. Rifles another one. One more shot. No goal. No goal. Gunnarsson makes a save, passes it out to Michigan player in the front. Makes 2 more, 3 more. Fuck me, just sent himself to the slaughter. Another shot. Lundqvist finds a man, Tex Ham, going slow on the left side. 1 minute left in the third period. Another Montreal pass. Rifles it on the net. Rifles it again onto net. Crunches him into the board. Surprised that wasn't boarding with the way the refs are moving tonight. But, you know, you can't be too picky. Can't be too picky. And Rifles one on the net. Let him be on the net again. One more. Pelts it off. Oh, Jeff Larson. The third liner. Fernand Vachon. John Pierre Villensport. Find your bound for Spain. Heave away. And the Jolly Boy. Heave away. The Jolly Boy. Oh, heave away. For Spain. Heave away. Melts him down. No! Random fight here. Who is it? Kid and Puck Austin. Oh my god, Puck Austin. Oh. You need stitches after this one. Ties him up. Oh, there he goes down. Fuck me. Fuck me. Actually, matter of fact, Puck Austin. Oh, to boo. That was embarrassing, guys. Damage to the reputation. Yeah. Montreal win. Ignore, it's against the worst team in the league. Go away. Jolly boy, oh, heave away. Liverpool, somebody bound for Spain, heave away, and let a jolly boy away. Maybe a little bit of a stray, but you know. Jolly boys and all heave away. Jolly boys and all heave away. Jolly boys and all heave away. I think I gotta have the best fucking goal song in the league, fellas. I'm not really sure what else can compete with that. Then again, maybe some metal is going to come to the team in the future. Playoff goal song? Just something like absolutely rank. What do we got next here? Extreme versus Phoenix. Should be a coachman here. No, I'm lying. Extreme should fucking lay belt. It's a pressure early. 1, 2, 2 shots. Down in the middle. Slashing's a stupid one to give up. Extreme on. Half play. Extreme going around the right side here. Sees the man on the other side of the ice. Does not do much with it. Turned over by Jacksonville. Dumped. Hopefully for the line change here. A little hesitation from the winger. Get off the ice like he should not be doing. Especially since his other forechecker was there with him. Finds a shot in the middle of that. Turned away by the Jacksonville goalie. Can't complain with that effort. That's the first shot of the game. 1 minute into the game. Jacksonville giving himself a chance. And now left side. Waffles it on to the goalie. Crosses it to the right side. Jacksonville with a good chance. Just waffles it on the goalie again. Domi, Rikkinen, their best player, goes into the box. Can't be doing that as him, to be honest. That's embarrassing, guys. Come on. Come on. Mutton chops. That's a great name. Finds man out front. Luke S, as I'm guessing his name is, because that seems like a Lukey name. Munchops collects it around the back. The left defenseman, bring it down the middle of the ice. Sends it back. Kind of wasting an opportunity there instead of just waffling it on net, to be honest. Good shot from the winger. Finds his bit down the middle of the ice, hoping for a counterattack. Passing it. Brings it behind, hoping to get the puck in front. Brings it off the post. Does it again. Dumps it down. Brings it off the post again. That's the Extreme's 10th shot of the game. Yikes! Yikes! Extreme turn. Face-off round. Luke Deputy rifles it off the glass shoulder. Finds man up front. Hit while taking the shot. Pulling into the scoreback and he's back while throwing. Puts it behind the net. Delay penalty. That's Stephanie. Stefan Hero. It's a slashing penalty. Not too good to give up here, but you did something. You can't complain. Keeps a goal in that. Finds his man at the back. Munchops rifles it into the other defender's stick. Munchops coming back to collect it. Winger misses the pass, but it's picked up through the neutral zone. Turning back to center. Left wing puts a shot on net. Not too bad. Can't complain. Rocked behind the net. Wasting a little time here. Icing the puck. Waste a little bit more time on this penalty kill. Munchops back to collect again down the right side. Brought down by Colorado. Good pass through the middle, just not picked up by the centerman. Maybe it's not too good then. Everyone's flopping in front of the net. Don't know where the puck is, but the glass seems to have covered it. Ref calls for a face-off. Won by Colorado. Rifles it down on the net. Good save to turn aside by the glass at the end of the first period. Very dominant for Colorado's side, but that was to be expected. 10 more shots. Nearly a full more expected goal. Not too physical so far, but you can't draw too many conclusions from the first period, especially when it's still scoreless. Colorado wins the opening draw. That's another penalty. Yuri Vlasic, that's a sick name. Trips up the Colorado attacker. Going to be faced off in the Jacksonville zone. Won by Jacksonville, thankfully for them. Big shot on a turnover for Colorado. Goalie gets a little physical there. Gets the guy out of his crease. He knows he can do that. Picked up by Colorado in their own zone. Big hit by Bergstrom? Big Storm? I don't know. Tied up. That's wasted a lot of the penalty. Good looks here. Great penalty kill so far by Jacksonville. Who's this face off? I can't read his name, but he's coming down on the left side. Passes it. Rings it off the post. The glass is praying for that post, bailing him out there. Not too good for him. Dale Nichols shifts the whole game. Stadium's loud. Boo, boo, boo. Dale Nichols. Really pisses off the Colorado home crowd, as they should be. They shouldn't be giving up a goal to Jacksonville right now, especially with all the pressure they've been laying. Really, they should be kicking themselves, but it was a great shot by Nichols to put Jacksonville up 1. On the 6th shot of the game. That's ugly. That's ugly. Puts another one turned aside by the Colorado goalie. Jacksonville almost seems to have the momentum now. Rifles another one off the glass. Great game from him so far. Good shot from, what is that name? Tomi Rikkinen, I believe. Ooh, Tony Rikkinen. Just gave him a compliment. Fucking trips him up in the middle. What the fuck was that? Second penalty of the game, too. Gotta be a little bit harsher now. I don't know if that's working through a glass. Turns that puck aside and covers it. For another face-off on the left side. Turns the puck over, Colorado. Intercepted again by Glass. One more by the Glass. 22-8 on the shots front right now, midway through the second. But Jacksonville leads. So, you know, that doesn't tell the whole story. Another shot turned aside by Glass. Really fucking world eater game from him. Breakaway for Jacksonville. Wrangler turns him aside. Tony Rikkinen. Really looking to make it up to his team after his 2 penalties, but is unable to do so on that occasion. Dijon Mustard down the right side of the glass. Just standing on his head this game. What a fucking beauty. Give that man a statue up front of the fucking building. So that's what he deserves at this point. Dale Nichols winning the draw. Blazek going down the left side. Little rifle on the net for Wrangler to turn aside. Coming down on the right side. Puck behind the net. That was weird. Blazek caught standing still. Should look for the pass here. No, instead puts it on net. Wrangler turns it aside. Brings it around from behind. Tries to Michigan. I don't know. That worked too well, but he did it. Abramov. Birdie has a chance here. Dale Nichols in the middle. Should have passed the goal scorer there. He had a lot better chance. Finds a man in the middle. That's Rust. Rifling one off of the fucking Wrangler. Turns it aside. Tony Rikkinen chasing it into the corner. Turns over by Colorado. Hoping to get a little goal here before the half. That's a penalty. Again. Very delayed. Hugo Leon Belze trips up the Colorado defender. Despite the little extended play after that, it's not too good for Jacksonville. Steve Blazek can't win this draw. No, brought back. Turned aside by the glass again. That's 27 saves through the first 2 periods. You know, he'll have a good right to be real mad if they fucking lose this one. He'll be real pissed off in the locker room. What more do I need? Colorado's 0-5 on the power play tonight. Nearly doubling the amount of shots Jacksonville has. And nearly doubling the amount of fucking expected goals Jacksonville has. Yet, they're not winning. They're not winning. Some serious questions are being thrown around about this Colorado team right now. Because that's ridiculous. You guys should learn how to score by now. But maybe it's just the Glass having such a fucking great game. You can't even be mad. Luke Deputy bringing it down the middle. Passes it around. 3 or 4 quick passes. 2 shots turned away by the Glass. Munchops collects it in the right corner. Has a little go here. Puts it on Wrangler. Nothing too much he can do there. It's a great chance for Dijon Mustard. Turn aside by the Glass again. That's 30 on the night. 30 on the night, fellas. Attack mounting from Jacksonville here. I count on the edge of the seat because this is ridiculous. Colorado, you should be fucking embarrassed. They even managed to score on 30 shots against, let's face it, a subpar goaltender, but hasn't been tonight. Coming down the middle. On the right side, that's Colorado. Fucking turned away in the neutral zone. Has a great chance. The Glass. That's goal beauty. Fire me up. Oh, the post bails him out there. But didn't go in. So that's 32 save shots even on the night. Oh, I guess it's still only 31. Didn't count that one. Munchops casing the 2-on-1. Good thing the AI is a little retarded sometimes and does not know how to do a 2-on-1. Or else the Glass, unless he does a world eater, that might have been cooked. Birdie bringing down the other side. Goal, Terrence Birdie. That's 2-0. That's 2-0 for Jacksonville. Colorado's in shambles. It's time to start selling if you're going to fucking lose. This core is not working, fellas. This core is not working. You got to rebuild like you are fucking Toronto. Fucking nails it, top corner. Wrangler doesn't have an answer. That's 20 shots and 2 goals. Wow. Wow. That's ridiculous. Terrence Birdie sees the ability to do it again. Same shot, same place. Doesn't do it, but Wrangler's gonna be real nervous to that side right now. Slow down the middle. Post bails out the glass, but you know, gonna go in. So does it really matter how it got stopped? No, it does not. Texier gives a little shoot go at it. 50 seconds left in the third period. 1 minute left. Jacksonville up 2, gets caught on the boards, dumps it in the zone for a line change. 4 checkers there. Collects the exit pass before the Colorado defender can. Tucked behind the net. Colorado trying to desperately mount an attack. Goalie should be coming out of the net at this point, but caught out front from the point. Another one. Terrence. Fuck it. Sorry, not Terrence Brady, but he's a beauty too at this point. The glass. That's 35 on the night. I think that's man of the match. Easy. It's 3-on-0 right now. Rushes by the defender. Doesn't even make a pass. Just waffles in on Wrangler. Wrangler says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that puck." Nails another one on Wrangler. One more for good measure. Luke Deputy picks it up. Jacksonville caught on a line change there. Rushes back out. Blazek runs it down as the clock almost expires. Ref gets one whistle off, but that means Jacksonville's won. Now if I'm Colorado here, if I'm Colorado here, that's a real disappointing night. You know, Jacksonville's been doing good this season, but you know, still on paper they're not too good. And you just let fucking LeGlass put up 35 saves on your head. Didn't score. Maybe you have some moves to make this moves this deadline to see if you can bring a certified goal scorer in. But shit, man. Shit, man. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Fat chance. See, and if you have Colorado playing like that, they're in a playoff spot right now. That's Jacksonville's first regular time win of the year. That puts them past Milwaukee, I think. I have to check the updated standings. Conference standings. Yeah, it does. Past Milwaukee. You know, that's, only a point out from the playoff spot. You know, they'll have to go through the gauntlet of Stripes first round, but, you know. That was ridiculous. We got last game here. Salem and Quebec. Little cross division turnout. Quebec not having too good of a season so far, but you know. None of the East is really having a good season at that point. I think it's 6 points, so 2 wins across the whole division. Kind of a bloodbath. Very important for the Quebec season here. Kind of draws the line of what they'll be doing. Salem instantly gets a very good shot off. From the point, that's 2. Waffling behind the net, that's 3 Quebec defenders behind the net. Lucky that the Salem defender missed the puck there, else that would have been real bad. Big shot from the point. Whew. Huge shot there by Quebec. Another one. 3, very good save by Ash Woods. Yes, Salem. Yes, Salem. That's a goal.